Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the boys 7 through 9 division finals here on Championship Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you hear your team name, come on out to center court, we'll get going. Today we have your away team, the tremendous Timberwolves. Come on out, Timberwolves. Give them a round of applause. For your enjoyment of the 2023 season of Upward, your home team for today's game, the Celtics.
Hey, brother.
Good game and bad game.
And a bad game. That's right. That was our recovery game. And we had 7 more chances.
Guys look really good.
They did.
They look real good.
Yeah. I got a really good boys team. My girls are they're still playing with dolls.
Welcome everybody. Opening game. Second game of the boys 7 to 9 period. Holland Celtics taking on Timberwolves. Two championships in a row. It's come up empty-handed, and this year he's hoping to change that. Now he jumps to the 7 to 9 lead. These two championship games were in the boys' 5th and 6th league. So a whole different look from the start. Good dribble there by Caden Weaver. There's Owen Souter. McDowell. Souter. Mason took the board. A little indecisive there. Jesse. Lost it. Carson playing. Very nicely done. This is beautiful. Henry's happy. The 4-0 lead. Weaver buried in the corner. Souter towering over Weaver.
Connor.
The beat. The Timberwolves are on the board. Owen Souter over. Souter makes it bad. 6-2. Get the scoreboard updated as soon as we can. Start. Jesse. Carson, a good look. Still good. And McDowell, his former teammate from last year. McDowell. Souter. On that championship rocket team. McDowell. That's out of dawn.
Everybody needed to know this day.
So an early lead for Amory, former coach of the Tigers. I believe this is the first time she's in the jump from the 5th and 6th league here to the 7th and 9th league. Some new territory for Anne-Marie. Weaver. Start. Good. Going the other way. Going to go the other way. Much needed turnover for the Timberwolves. Weaver. Very good ball handling skills. Start. Jesse get a pull for 3. No good. Zimmerman comes down with it. Up the plank. Carson misses. McDowell comes down with it. Gabriel Hoover, the MVP from last season, the boys 5th and 6th. And that championship Wildcats team is in the game, and Hoover makes his presence known. Very nicely done. Weaver. Is looking again. Oh, good. Dowell comes down with it. 8-2. Last minute of the first quarter. Ramirez. Number 3, no good. Hoover almost came down with it. Good to see Jaden Felpel in the game. Working his way underneath. Jesse with the reverse. Long outlet for Souter. Souter lays it in nicely. 2 Celtic lead. After the 1 quarter play, that is your score. Celtics 10, Timberwolves 2. We'll be right back.
I was really like, well, what is this, what is Jesus? What does this really mean to me? What is this Jesus guy all about? And, I didn't want to just keep calling myself that without having some type of knowledge. So it wasn't until I started asking myself those questions that, I really started to make, my faith my own and, really kind of gave control over to him. All the things that I do, all this baseball stuff, everything in Africa, all the charities, all that stuff is all great, but the ultimate glory is not for us. We're not here to try and gain accolades for ourselves and gain fame and all this stuff. I think, the reason that we play baseball and I get to do interviews like this is to understand that, God gave us all these opportunities. Right
back to action. Weaver for help out of Celtics. Franklin. Franklin underneath, guarded by Orsini. Franklin got his own rebound. That's loose, and they didn't comes down with it. Hoffman. Outlet. Underneath. Montefiore just missed it. Blank's just going to go the other way. Carson stops. Off the glass, in and out, no good. Bad break for Carson. Hoover's going to fly down that left side. Gabriel. Floater, no good. Got his own rebound nicely. Zimmerman. His first taste for the 7-9 league. Long-time upward player. Inbound, and here goes Plank. Carson's got a clear path to the basket, and he'll lay it in. And a much-needed basket for the Timberwolves. Here's Hoover, out at the Zimmerman. Hoffman, over to Montefiore. Montefort's going to pull up, short. Hoffman got the rebound. Hoffman almost put it in. Gabriel Hoover, a lot of 7th graders on this team. And Orsini's just being swarmed right now, and Weaver's going to force a jump. Good defense there by the Timberwolves. So Dominic Baker not here today. Here's Hoover, that's for 2. Came down to Zimmerman. And a good look into the hands of Felpel. Felpel dishes it off to Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus put it up, no good. Weaver. Into the corner of Montefiore, tremendous defense. Forced a turnover. Zimmerman ahead to Hoffman. Hoffman got it over to Hoover. Hoover guarded by Rissler. And that is Trevor, not Tyler. 10-4, Celtics lead here, second quarter, opening week, opening day of Upward 2023. Here's Plank. Plank gonna pull the trigger short, and Montefiore comes down with it. Montefiore. No good. Hoover has it. Hoover underneath. Ball's going to be turned over to the Timberwolves. Coach Stark on his feet. Nobody wants to start the season at 0-1. Here's Stark. Jesse, no good. And ball into the hands of Hoover, but I think he stepped on the line, Conroy's saying. So Plank's going to inbound, down by 6. Got it to Stark, but Montefort almost struck him. Jesse drives off the glass, no good. Stoltzfus comes down with it. Franklin, no good. It's loose. Hoffman came down with it. Great job, Aiden Hoffman. Wonderfully done. Outlet for Montefort. Montefort, and Roden's going to get him for a travel. Here's Stark. No good. McDowell hits the floor hard. And we're going to have a foul. And I think Ramirez is hurt. Boy, they're calling. Oh, that's Quinn Duty. They got Quinn Duty on the foul. Hope Quinn's okay. And Jesse misses the free throw. Coming up next, Pistons and Warriors. Patrick Casey has not lost a game as an upward coach. He's tied a game, but has not lost. Souter. Got it to McDowell. Souter nicely rejected by Plank. There's Stoltzfus. Got to be careful. He's surrounded. Over to Weaver. Back to Jesse. Good passing. Jesse's got a good look for 3. No good. And Jeremiah Zook joining his brother Samuel in this league now. Boys are growing up, both into the 7th to 9th league. Samuel, 8th grade. Here's Quinn Duty, no good. Stark comes down with it. Still 10-4, Celtics lead. Stolen away, Souter, he's good to go. Souter misses the layup. Plank came down with it. Last time Plank and Souter faced each other, it was in the championship game last year. As Owen Souter laid on the ball with 1 second left. And his team went on to John and Jordan Keller's Rockets once again. Here's Stark underneath, and he put it in. Nicely done, Jesse. That's exactly what Dad wants to see. Here's Quinn. Quinn has it. And it's turned over. McDowell. There's a long 3 for Souter. Souter did hit one of those bombs in that championship game. Here's Souter with 25 seconds to go in the half. Souter, long cross-court pass for McDowell, but he lost the handle in the hands of Stoltzfus. Got it to Plank with 13. Plank looking for Weaver, but way over the head. 10 seconds. Souter looking for that last shot. Souter at the buzzer and it counts. Owen Souter, nicely done. So after 1/2 of play, Anne-Marie and the Celtics 12, Timberwolves 6. Stay tuned for Brian's message.
CFC 2023. For those who don't know, my name is Brian Conroy. I kind of run the things that are here at this church. Darin does all the stuff over there, plus extras because he runs the whole league. But here, I kind of see what's going on, and we do halftime, and we do small devotionals. Each year for the last few years, what I've done is a theme for the devotionals throughout the year for anybody who comes in and speaks at each halftime. This year's theme for us, because they get their own devotionals, their practice, is to be different. What does it mean to be different? Really different in Christ. And so for that reason, I wanted to tell a story. The story that I tell today was the story of the Good Samaritan, something that we know pretty well. The story of the Good Samaritan that Jesus shared because of a question that was posed to him. The story goes like this, right? Jesus talks about a man who's walking down the road and he gets robbed. And not only does he get robbed, he gets beat up, stripped. I mean, to the point in what Scripture talks about, to the point of near death. Like, so he is on the side of the road, about to die. That's where he's at. A priest is coming along the side of the road. So think you're walking down the center of New Holland, and you're on the side of the road. You see this guy on the side of the road, beat up and stripped down, almost naked and dying. You cross the street to avoid him and not see him. Another person, a Levite, someone sort of like a priest in a way, goes and does the same thing, walking down, decides to go to the other side and not help him. But somebody else comes down the road, a Samaritan. Now, a Samaritan at that time was the nasty of nasty, the lowest of lows, the scum of the scum. This was not somebody that people liked, the Samaritans, at all. Actually, Jesus was referred to as a Samaritan and one who had a demon in him in the same sentence in John 8:48. So it was really not a good scenario. But this person did something different. This person actually stayed on the side of the road, took care of the person, fed them, clothed them, brought them to a place to stay for a couple of months, paid for everything. On top of that, paid for more if anything was incurred. He really had compassion. Now, the question that Jesus was asked about this and why this story came about was this. The lawyer had stood up to test Jesus, and he asked this question, "Teacher, what shall I do to inherit eternal life?" And Jesus replied with, "What does the law say to do?" And this is what the man said. He said, "You should love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." And Jesus said to him, "You have answered correctly. Do this and you will live." But this person wanted to test Jesus a little bit more, and he wanted to justify himself, is what it says. And he asked, "Well, Jesus, wait a minute. Who is my neighbor?" At the end of the story, Jesus kind of flips the whole thing around, and this is the part that I think makes the beat different. What makes us different is this. Jesus' response was, and a question to the lawyer said, "Which of these three do you think proved to be a neighbor to the man who fell among the robbers?" And the man said, "The person who took mercy on him, the Samaritan." And Jesus said, "You go and do likewise." See, it's in the questions that we ask. The man was asking the wrong question. He's saying, "Jesus, who's my neighbor?" And Jesus says, "No, you got it all wrong." He says, "I want you to know, whose neighbor are you?" See, the thing is not that we have to go out and be like, "Oh, that's not my neighbor, I don't need to help them." That's what people do in the world. That is what everybody does. If they're not part of my circle, I don't need to help them. I don't live over there, I don't need to help them. No. What Jesus was saying was, whose neighbor are you? And really what he was saying was, we are everybody's neighbor. That's what being different truly means. That's what makes us different in the faith. So when you go home today, ask yourselves, not who is my neighbor. Ask yourself, whose neighbor am I? Is it the person that sits next to you at school on the other desk? Is it your neighbor that's there? Is the person down the street? Is the person next to you in the cubicle? What is God telling you regarding your neighbors? Whose neighbor are you? that you can affect their life today. Let me pray. Jesus, thank you for this day, this time. Thank you, most of all, for who you are in our lives to keep us safe, to protect us, and to encourage us, to help us understand whose neighbor we are so that we can be different.
Souter lays on it. Can you assess exactly what went wrong? Was it too many injuries? Was it Shaq's foot at the beginning of the year? Can you begin to assess why you lost this series?
Nah, I mean, you know, we have a million and one excuses that we could go to. Fact of the matter is, we're not going to make any. They played better than we did in this series. We had our opportunities to win it. Didn't go for us. You know, so we just have to regroup. Like I said, next season starts right now, and you know, come back next season and play.
How much harder will you work in this offseason now to get back to the championship?
I'll push myself to exhaustion.
All right, we're back for the second half. Yes, please. And the Celtics and Timberwolves in a grudge match, kind of, even though it's a 6-point game. Shannon Eberly on the camera, Jeff Russell here. Thank you, Shannon, for volunteering. And here's Weaver. Weaver poked that by Zimmerman. And into the hands of Souter. Souter's got Felbell right behind him. He's got to be careful. Out it to McDowell, who lost it. Jesse Stark. Stark, a former Ram, former Stallion. There's Quinn. Quinn got it. And over to Zimmerman. With Bristler just giving him a hard time under there. The hands of Hoover. McDowell for three, and this time he buries it. Aiden McDowell. Some refer to him as the best three-point shooter in this league. And I couldn't disagree with that. Here's Weaver. A Rissler. Back to Jesse. Jesse's going to drive. Jesse. Yes! Nicely done, Jesse. And the Timberwolves need every point they can get. Well, the Celtics are without Aiden Hubiak's brother, Kaysen. There's Hoover. Last year's MVP. The boys 5th and 6th. Boy, Gabriel Hoover just was sensational on that Wildcats team. There's Zimmerman. Outlet pass. A little bit too far. So Stoltzfus is going to come into the game. Over to Souter. Souter spins into the lane, but he lost it and ripped it out of the hands of Stoltzfus, but Plank picked it up. Outlet for Felpel. Hoover's just way too fast. Hoover's first year in this league. You would never know it, seeing the way he plays. Here's McDowell. Thought about three, dishes it inside, wide open to Hoover underneath. 4 quick points for Hoover. And not much you could do about that, Coach Stark. Hoover terrorized him last year, and now he's doing it this year. Here's Weaver. No good. Stark putting up good defense, Jesse. Behind the back, nicely done by Owen Souter. To McDowell. Back to Souter. Souter thinking about three. Souter's going to drive to the lane, uncontested. Owen Souter making it look easy. 21-8. Weaver. And out to Stoltzfus. Plank. Carson got a good look from about 18 feet. No good. Got to go the other way. 21-8. Underneath Hoover. McDowell took his time, and in doing so, he drew a foul, but he didn't take that right up next time. So we're going to get Jesse Stark. He's going to send McDowell to the line. .2:18 to go in the third quarter. And McDowell misses the first. And I believe his younger brother Carter is playing in the boys' 5th and 6th league. I'm not sure. Coming up next, we have the Pistons and Warriors of the boys' 7th and 9th league. Patrick Casey taking on Adam Wentling and his Warriors. And he misses both. Here's Zook. Zook. Out to Stoltzfus. And Coach Stark's going to call time. Oh, maybe he spotted something. Stark, one of the great strategists of this league. And anxious to see Logan Eberle play in his final year, 9th grade, is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, this will be Logan's last season at Upward. He can always continue on at the G220 League if anybody who's done Upward. Brian Conroy and Patrick Casey run a league. It used to be called the Upward Stars. Now they just call it G220, and that is the name of the YouTube channel. So if you want to find these games live on YouTube, just search G220 basketball. Look for an orange icon, and that'll get you into all the live games and replay of past games in the Upward League. Here's Montefort. Montefort flying down that left side. He's going to drive, challenging Zook, missed it. Hoover to rebound. Hoover underneath, no good. Got his own rebound, rips it out of the hands of Stoltzfus. But Zimmerman comes down with it. Here's Montefort for three. In and out, almost. Hoover, another rebound. Gabriel Hoover dominating the boards right now. Incredible. Orsini to Hoffman. And it out to Montefort. There's a good look. No good. Timberwolves are very fortunate. Nice block by Jesse. Into the hands of Weaver. Weaver. With 1:20 to go in the third. Down 21-8. They need points. Plank, a good look. Carson, in and out. Weaver to put back, no. Stark the rebound, Jesse, and they're going to pick up Montefort on the foul. So they're going to get Mason Montefort on the foul. Jesse misses the first. 1:07 to go, third quarter. Opening week here at Upward 2023. And nicely done, Jesse. That's his third point of this quarter. 21-9, wide open Zimmerman, he missed it. Out And here's a nice outlet here to Weaver. Montefort with tremendous defense. Weaver into the lane. Nowhere to go, dishes it to Stoltzfus. Franklin missed. Plank right there for the putback. Nicely done, Carson. And now the Timberwolves are in double digits and down by 10. Here's Plank. Carson. Plank had the opening basket of last year's championship game for the Sixers. And a heartbreaking loss. If you haven't seen that one, go back and see the end of that game. Boys 7-9 championship game. Here's Hoover with the steal. Hoover with tremendous speed. And he's going to pick up the foul on Plank. Boy, Gabriel Hoover, for a rookie in this league, you would never know it. Tremendous speed. Very tenacious defensive player. So Trevor Rissler's going to relieve Stark. As everyone piles in for the much anticipated Pistons-Warriors game. 15 seconds ago in the quarter. Stoltzfus, Norsini giving him a real hard time. Boy, look at the defense of Hoover. So light on his feet. There's Zook. Zook at the buzzer, not gonna go. So after 3 quarters of play, Celtics 21, Timberwolves 11. We'll be back with the final quarter.
That's why he's the best player in the game.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you to become better at your craft.
So because you know what you want, the world's giving you exactly the information you need to become better at it.
Because you know what you're looking for.
Start of the fourth quarter. Sauer not wasting any time. There's McDowell, head fakes, kicks it out to Sauer, thought about 3. Now he's going to drive to the lane. Uncontested, nicely done, Owen Sauer. Coach Stark's going to have to find a way to tighten up that defense. There's Zook. Right side, they're going to get Quinn Duty here, who's just all over Zook. In fact, he even fouled him after the foul. Well, the Timberwolves have to find a way to get inside. I don't know how you're going to do it. Tremendous size advantage. Still got a couple big players, though, Timberwolves. See you get that ball underneath. Picked off by Montefort. Dangerous pass, but right to McDowell. McDowell to Duty. Quinn Duty. Wide open, he hits it. Nicely done, Quinn. And Stark being manhandled underneath. So they're going to call Quinn Duty here. It's going to send Jesse to the line. Jesse got to start hitting those free throws. Jesse hits the second. Nicely done, Jesse. Weaver having some trouble here. And they're going to get Duty again. Duty with the tenacious defense. I don't think a coach minds that at particular times. Showing the tenacity opening day. Fired up. Here's Stark. Out at the plank. Carson at the foul line. Missed it. And that's off the hands of Stoltzfus. Turned over. Here's Stark. Jesse dribbling with both hands, right and left. Jesse looking underneath, but Gabriel Hoover saw it the whole way. Here's Souders. Drives to the lane. Great speed. Nicely done, Owen. His fourth point of the quarter. 27-12 lead. Plank with the bright neon sneakers. Over to Zook. Jeremiah lobbed it in nicely to Jesse. Jesse using his body very well, but double teamed. McDowell came over and swatted it. Souder looking for Montefort. Off the rim. Really great shot by Montefort. Missed it again. Mason Montefort from Adamstown. Intercepted by Hoover. Hoover stops, spins, misses. Good defense by Plank. And not sure what's happening. Looked like a referee timeout. So it looks like Felpel and Rissler are getting ready to come in. So Rissler and Felpel coming in, Zimmerman and Hoffman in. And Montefort and Hoover out, so you may not see them again unless it starts to get close. Stolen away by Zimmerman. Zimmerman missed it, but right there for the putback is Souder. Nicely done, Owen. This one's starting to get out of reach, folks. Here's Felpel, Jaden Felpel, nicely done. Way to go, Jaden. Brings his team within 15. And McDowell's fouled. McDowell hits it. Here's Zook. Zimmerman with 1:38. This one's pretty much in the books, folks. And Stark at the foul line. Nicely done, Jesse. Felpel comes down with it. Stoltzfus. So I say it. Under live. Scroll down. Falcons. Cardinals. Oh, and Souter, nicely done. And there we go, Trevor Rissler. Nicely done, Trevor. Underneath Hoffman to Zimmerman. No good. And that's it. Your final, Celtics 32, Timberwolves 18. Player of the game, Gabriel Hoover. And though you could have gave it to Souter or McDowell, we're going to stick with Hoover. Congratulations to the Celtics and Anne Marie. Stay tuned. Pistons Warriors coming up next. Okay.